The grandma is lovingly feeding her little granddaughter when suddenly the daughter-in-law walks in, sees her, and yells, "Mom! Why are you feeding my baby again?" She snatches the child from the grandmother's hands and storms off. The next day, the grandma is playing with her granddaughter in her arms. Suddenly, the daughter-in-law rushes in again, grabs the baby, and shouts angrily, "Mom, how many times have I told you not to shake the baby like that? That's not good for her growth." She takes the baby away again. The following day, Grandma is in the kitchen, cooking dinner. The daughter-in-law comes in and snaps, "Mom, did you even wash your hands before touching the dishes?" The mother stops working and goes to wash her hands. The next day at the dinner table, the son asks his mother for food. She smiles softly and says, "Sweetheart, dinner's almost ready. Just wait a few minutes." Soon the food is ready, and she lovingly brings dinner for her son and his wife. Just as she's about to sit down to eat with them, the baby starts crying in the other room. The daughter-in-law turns to her husband and says, "Honey, go check on the baby." He replies, "I'm starving." "Mom, can't you just go calm her down?" The poor mother leaves her meal untouched and goes to soothe the crying baby. Meanwhile, the son and daughter-in-law happily enjoy their dinner. Grandma gently feeds the baby. When they finish eating, the daughter-in-law calls out, "Mom, come eat before it gets cold." Grandma replies from the other room, "I'm coming." She carefully lays her granddaughter in bed and walks back to the dining table, only to find all the food gone, just empty plates left behind. Her eyes fill with sadness. Next day, "Mom, can you bring us some fresh fruit?" She replies softly, "Of course, son. I'll be right there." She comes back with fruit, but this time, she's holding her handbag too. Setting the fruit on the table, she says gently, "Son, that's enough. There's something important I need to tell you. Please, just listen to me carefully. I've decided to go back to my village." The daughter-in-law and son both freeze in shock. The son says, surprised, "Mom, surprised you're going back to the village? But what about your granddaughter?" The mother replies calmly, "If you've got the money, hire a nanny." The son looks worried and says, "Mom, worried? You know how expensive that is. We can't afford that. And honestly, we don't want to leave our baby with a stranger." The mother stays and turns to her daughter-in-law. "3 years ago, you called me, asked me to come take care of your baby. I didn't say a word. I came right away. But since the day I arrived, you've treated me like an outsider. You complain about everything I do. Don't do this, don't do that. You talk to me as if I'm a child. When I cook, you ask, 'Mom, did you wash your hands?' I've never asked you for a single dollar. Every day I wash your clothes, cook your meals, take care of your baby, and handle all the housework. At night, my back hurts so bad I can barely sleep, but I never complain. And now, I don't even know who I am anymore." The son stays and says in an irritated tone, "Okay, Mom, that's enough." The mother picks up her bag and starts walking toward the door. The son calls after her. She stops and says softly, "Son, you never valued your mother. One day, when you finally understand, it'll be too late." And with a quiet goodbye, she walks out.